Hey loves, it's me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. This one is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Hmm. Let's see what's going on with Sag. Ego just popped out. Ego. Could be a Sagittarius and their ego. Thinking too much of themselves. Feel like they're larger than life. Maybe they feel like they cannot be touched. Everything is about them. Definitely could be a Sagittarius or someone who is around the Sagittarius here. It's a very selfish person, self-centered here. So, let's see what Spirit has to say about this Sagittarius. Hmm. Government. Government. I don't know what government has anything to do with. See 144 on the clock. That could be significant. Sacral chakra. The imbalance is love, anger, grief here. This person could be in their emotions here. It says, I feel. So they're in their ego, or maybe their ego is what they're leading off with, but this appears to be an emotional person. It says the imbalance is love, anger, and grief. So this could be a person that waffles between maybe loving someone and being angry at someone. So this person may have some type of bipolar energy. One minute they could want to be with someone or be around someone, and the next minute they could be doing things out of their ego or saying things out of their ego here. This person could definitely have some type of imbalance with their sacral chakra here. They don't know if they want to be the biggest lover boy or the biggest butthead behind the scenes. This person could definitely be doing several different things. Several different things. One minute they want, I don't know if this is about pertaining a relationship. One minute they want to be with you, the next minute they don't. One minute they're telling you good things about yourself, and the next minute they could be saying or doing things to knock you down or to bring you down a notch or to try to humble you or to try to hurt your feelings here. Person don't know whether they coming or going. I guess it depends on how the wind blows. This could be a person acting one way in the public and another way behind the scenes as well. One way in front of everyone. And another way when they get home to themselves here. This could be a person who is acting nonchalant, like they don't care about something, like it's all about them. Again, in their ego when they are in the public here, but when they are at home by themselves, I feel like they're angry. And they're angry because they don't know. I feel like their anger takes the place of hurt here. Because it's a emotional person. And so their anger here just takes the place of them being hurt instead of them admitting that their feelings may be hurt about something and maybe solving an issue from there. This is the person who lets their anger take over. It's the person who is emotionally unbalanced. They don't know how to handle themselves or how to regulate their emotions when it comes down to something here. So, see what else is going on here. Life changing. Somebody could be going through some type of life changing situation here. That could also be influencing their emotions here. I see don't trust them. This person is a liar, manipulative. So this goes along with that egotistical energy, that egoic energy here. The manipulative side of them. This person can't be trusted. I don't think they can trust themselves, to be honest with you. I feel like this person, they may not know what it is they want, or they don't know how to express it here. Again, this is a person who could be one way to someone, or one way in front of people and another way behind the scenes here. It's a person who don't truly know who they are. This is why it's hard for them to be one person around everyone. I feel like this is like a people pleaser as well. So this is a person who can't be trusted with this catfish here. They're definitely pretending to be something that they are not here. They're going along to get along here. So this could be a person kind of give like the class clown type of energy. This is a person who may try to please everyone, or is some type of attention seeker here. They want to be liked by everyone. Ghetto projects. Someone could be from the hood. See a family set up here. So they can't be trusted. They could be doing something here with their family. Something here against someone here. Could be whoever this is that they're angry with, or that they're experiencing some type of anger with here. I feel like the anger is more so grief. This is someone that is could be hurt about something, but they're not expressing it that way. It's coming off as being angry. So this is a person who could be going out the way to hurt someone here. Hurt people, hurt people. Family setup here. They could be doing something with their family in the background towards someone because they feel some type of way. That sacral chakra energy says, I feel. They feel some type of way. This is a person who does not know how to handle their emotions here. They're not handling whatever this is that's making them feel very well. They're doing something in the background here. Manipulating something, lying about something. It's something they're doing. They're pretending to be something that they are not. And I don't know if it's to their family or to people that may not know them, because they're working with a family member to set something up, or it could be several family members here. I see spiritual stalking. So this person is tapped in. They tapped in. They could definitely be watching what's going on. They're doing something. Stolen house just peeked out. So something could be significant about a house or some property. Return the sender. Yeah, their family doesn't like you. The family doesn't like you, and so they could definitely be working with a family member here to do something to someone, to set up some type of situation surrounding someone, to take something from someone. They're doing something here. It's complicated. Two wrongs. Two wrongs here. AI. Something could be significant about AI. Somebody could be doing something with AI. It just popped out. Yeah, somebody could be doing something with AI here. They could be creating some type of pictures, some type of videos here using AI. It could be trying to set someone up or make it appear as if someone is somewhere they're not, saying something they didn't say, doing something that they did not do. They're doing this with their family here. Somebody, their family, your family, somebody here knows what's going on. Somebody here is helping someone create something with AI. So these people could, yeah, target. You are their target. They're trying to do something here. They're trying to make you look a certain way. I don't know what they plan on doing with this, whatever this is they're creating here. But they are definitely trying to make you look a certain way to someone here. I see they frequent your job, and I also see that you're hired here. So Capricorn could have something to do with this. I see a mayor or a governor's family here. So something could be significant about like a mayor or a governor or their family members here. This could be someone who they may be family of those type of people, or they could be like they could have some type of relationship with someone like a mayor or a governor, or even like a mayor or a governor's children, someone in some type of a status, some type of political status here. This person is connected to someone here in some type of political status in some type of way. So it could just be that it could just be that they could be sleeping with someone here, or they could be some type of a blood family with someone, or they could even be married in. So it could be like a spouse's family members. These could be like in-laws or something, but it's something specific about like a mayor or a governor here. So let's see. Leslie. Leslie could be significant. Identity theft and security here. Finances. Someone could be doing something with finances here. Someone could be using somebody's name to do something with finances. So with this catfish energy, this could be just someone pretending to be a business person here. But it's coming off as kind of like a con artist here. It's something here. They're using AI to doctor up something here. And they could be using somebody else's identity. They could be making it appear as if somebody is somewhere that they are not here. But it's always an eye in the sky. And so my thing is, in order for you to make it appear that someone is in one place, then you would have to make sure they're not in other places. You got to make sure they in not at other places where they're being seen at. And that's kind of hard to do because there's always an eye in the sky. I guess cameras everywhere these days. And so I don't know exactly what they are trying to do, but something is centered around identity here, security here. Somebody could be like, they could work in security. They could have like did some kind of security breach here with someone's ID. They could be pretending, I don't, they can have access somehow to something that they should not have access to. They could have access to someone's finances maybe, or maybe this person is doing something with finances in somebody's name and somebody else's name. But there's something significant about security. I feel like security has been overstepped somehow. So maybe somebody's password or something was accessed here. I see employers are in on it. So if someone was frequenting someone's job and employers could be in on it, they could have been working. Maybe they got some type of information from someone's job, from someone's employers here, like bank account information, like um, passwords on something here, maybe even like access to some type of camera system or something. It's something with security. Something with security and finances. Corruption. Corruption. This person is doing something behind land and sea. This person could be doing something. They could have accessed something that they shouldn't have accessed or that they should not have access to. But they're working here with someone. Someone here was able to give someone some type of access to something. Could have been a security system here. With this corruption here, this is someone, they're in a position here. If it's not this person themselves, then they are working with someone who sits in a position here So let's go back because I did see government and I did see like it said mayor or governor here. So there could be someone along those lines, someone in that field right there, that government field. This person could deal with someone, know someone, could be a family member, it could be them themselves, it could be just someone they're sleeping with. It could be someone they're married to. This could be like a side piece, a sneaky link, someone that has access to something here. Somebody's not on the good side of something. Somebody's using their power, their privileges here for bad things. This is someone here. This is someone using their resources for or their access to certain things to help somebody here overstep something. I'm think security breach, something they're not supposed to have access to. They're able to access because they are connected to someone in whatever field this is. Proverbs 20:21, an inheritance obtained first by greed will not be a blessing in the end. This could be, we already said finances has something to do with it. This could be regarding some type of inheritance here. So this would be like access to court files, access to bank accounts. This will be access to like passwords in order to, I feel like with this inheritance here and this finances here and then identity theft, somebody could have pretended or they could have worked with someone here. They gained access to something they may shouldn't have known about. So let's just say this is an inheritance here. They would have had to work with someone in like a courthouse setting. I'm not sure where, like maybe an attorney or a judge or someone in some type of setting in order to gain access to this inheritance here. Because this is definitely about finances. And someone here, I keep hearing security breach. They gained access to something they shouldn't have had access to. But they were able to do it because with this corruption here, I feel like the person or people who had access to this allowed this person to do this. This is someone on the wrong side of their power here. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Secret lovers. I can't make this up, y'all. Secret lovers. Somebody sleeping with somebody here. This is how they gain access to something. Somebody sleeping with someone here who was able to give them access to something that they should not have had access to. I feel like someone was able to steal something, and it has to do with money here. But with this identity theft, someone had to pretend as if they were someone else. And so, like, this would have to be more than one person here. They would have had to gain access to whatever this is, or get in a system to know about whatever this is, and then somehow pretend to be someone, or have somebody pretend to be someone here in order to get this in their hands or get it deposited into some type of account. Somebody sleeping with someone here. Somebody sleeping with someone here who gave them access to something they should not have had access to. And they also working with someone or has worked with someone at someone's job here. So I don't know who's trying to, I keep seeing identity theft. Leslie could be significant. I don't know who or what they would have gotten from someone's employer, but someone's employer has something to do with this. Could be the person who they're sleeping with. They work with city police. Here you go, right here. They work with city police investigation. So something could be under investigation, or something could have been said to be some type of investigation here. I see abusive. This is definitely abuse of power here that's going on. That's that that's that corruption here. Somebody had access to something here. So somebody could, maybe maybe they were sleeping with an officer here who had access to something. Let's say if it was an investigator or something, they would know how to tap phones. They would probably know how or who to contact to get into security systems, bank accounts, to watch certain things like this. So maybe they could have been sleeping with some type of official here. Could have been someone at the courthouse. They could have been sleeping with some type of attorney who was able to, you know, look over some things or help cover up some things. So they could be sleeping with a judge here. I don't know, with this government and the mayor and the governor popped out. That's one card I have, mayor and governor on. So maybe they were sleeping with someone of that type of status here. But there was definitely some type of, I see law and order here. Definitely some type of detective, lawyers, police officers, DA. Somebody had access. They were sleeping with someone who gave them access to something. And they also could have worked with your employer here. Somebody may have stole somebody's inheritance. They could have stolen some money from someone here. Proverbs 24, do not wickedly lie in ambush near someone's home or near the home of the righteous one. Do not destroy their place of rest here. So they were freaking in someone's job, doing something around someone's home. So maybe like a property management or maintenance could have had something to do with this. Somebody could have gained some kind of access to someone's home that they should not have had here. Emotional. Yeah, we already seen emotional came out here. Somebody's definitely has some type of imbalance here. They're emotional about something. They could be angry about something here. This could have been the reason they done this. Whatever this is, they maybe they were angry at you. This could be a person you know. They were angry at you. They were emotional. They were acting out of their emotions. This is someone who has access to different types of people here and was able through their access to these different types of people gain access to something that belonged to someone else. They could have gained access to someone's house. Something could have been done to someone's house. It says, do not destroy his place of rest. And so someone could have gotten someone evicted, maybe. And AI here. Someone, someone could be trying to do something with AI. Credit card. Something about credit cards here. I see mental illness. Someone could not be wrapped too tight. Rags to riches. Rags to riches. Bad attitude. Somebody had a bad attitude. This person was carefree about something that was done here. They may have went from rags to riches here. This could have been someone who accessed money. I see they stole it. Copycat here. You already seen catfish. Someone was copying something. They stole something. They accessed something here, but they wouldn't have had access to something, if it wasn't given to them by someone, it seemed like someone used their resources here. Maybe they were connected to people who did not mind kind of bending the rules for them. So let's just say if they were actually sleeping with somebody here, then that would have been a person who didn't, maybe they do some kind of favors for someone. They could have been sleeping with someone and asked them to do them some kind of favor here. Libra. Someone could be a Libra. Phobia. Like somebody is someone's worst nightmare here. There was some type of abuse of power here. And so maybe it didn't have to go up the scale that much. Could have just been something local, people having Leo. Avarice here, having or showing an extreme greed for wealth or material gain. Yeah, this was over finances. This is about money here. A luxury lifestyle. Someone going from rags to riches here. This is, what just popped in my mind, $1 million heist. Addicted to a lifestyle. This is somebody here addicted to a lifestyle here. This person was trying to live a certain way. They were able to gain access to something using their resources, using people that they knew in high places here. They gained access to something. And they were able to somebody stole something. They were able to steal some type of money from somebody. Business owner, CEO, a boss. Mendacity, lion. So there's a boss. We already seen an employer has something to do with this. There's a boss, a CEO, some kind of business owner, or this person could be a business owner, or that employer, whoever that employer was that they work with here. Somebody's lying about something. They not being honest. They lying. At the park. Something could have happened at a park. I seen throat. Somebody may have talked to someone at a park. They could have met up with someone, talked to somebody at a park. Yeah. I just seen mountains. Maybe it was something at mountains. If you a nearby mountain or something. Reiki. Law and order. Law and order. Somebody. Yeah. Some kind of abuse of power here. Somebody knows somebody that sits in some type of high position here. Or a position. It may not be a high position. It could be just like a local officer or some type of a lawyer or someone who works at a courthouse here. They set in some type of position here where they was able to help someone here. So these are people that work together. I seen families set up. This could be somebody's family who worked together to steal something from someone here. And they were able to gain access. They was able to break through security somehow because of who they know. Who they know. The people that they were able to get to join in or to do certain favors here. That's where the abuse of power comes in at. I see federal court. Something could be taking place in federal court here. relationships. I made a mistake. They slept with a relative, federal court. So yeah, they could have slept with one of your relatives. They could have slept with the relative of someone who sits in a high position. So maybe it wasn't someone in a position themselves. Let's just say, I don't know, y'all, I'm just making something up, but let's just say it was somebody like I don't know. Let's let's just say like a mayor or a governor. It may have not been that particular person that they dealt with, but it could have been one of their family members here, like the cousin or the niece or the daughter here of someone like that. But they were able to gain some access to something that they shouldn't have had access to. Security was breached. They gained access to whatever this was, and they took it. Bank balance increase. Yeah, they took whatever this was, or at least was trying to take it here. This is about finances. This is money. This is stolen money here. Chelsea. I see wealth. They could have been sleeping with your family members. It could have been your family members who helped them do this. Somebody could have worked with your family members to gain access to something that belonged to you. And they could have split it with your family members here. But I definitely see some type of identity theft here, some type of fraud. I see artists here. This was all about money here. This was about money. This was about wealth. This was about somebody coming up off of someone else here. And in the process, they probably destroyed some things that belong to you here, because that do not destroy the home. Do not destroy his place of rest. The righteous one. Do not destroy his place of rest. Do not lie in ambush near his home. Something could have happened around the home. Something they would have had to destroy. And so if they were in, which something about connecting to employers here, and so employers could have played a role in this. Maybe getting rid of you from a job, or giving someone access to something that only that job would have had, like bank accounts, ID, social security number. Someone at a job could have done that. Something was done to the house. I used to live and work in the same place. It could be something like that. Maybe if you got let go of a job, you also was left homeless. This was someone who something was done. And this was all about the power that people had. This was abuse of power. This was the positions that certain people sat in that was being used by these people. This was positions that people sat in who agreed to help someone here. Could have worked with their family and your family here. And definitely some positions of power here. And there's something that was stolen. They stole something. heritage, ancestors, spirit guides, background here. Caught on camera. So something was caught on camera. Maybe that's what they were trying to doctor up with AI, because something was caught on camera here. Maybe someone was caught on camera somewhere where they shouldn't have been. They could have been caught on camera in your house. They could have been caught on camera entering your house. There were cameras on the outside here. Somebody's trying to doctor something up. They using AI to change something here. But something was caught on camera. Low down here. Yeah, this was low down. This is somebody endings. 1010. You don't know me. Envious here. May have been somebody you don't know. Or maybe you thought you knew this person that you really didn't know here. Oh, we at 41 minutes. Contact a lawyer. Card says contact a lawyer not in the same city as you, because clearly these people have access to people who sit in high places here. And so you don't know, who's on whose side, who's really there to help you, and who is trying to sabotage something in order to help their buddies here. And so you may need a lawyer. Fast. Wealth. Contact a lawyer fast. Or this was fast wealth here. There's an appointed time when the holy ones will get back everything they lost here. Something was stolen. Some type of wealth, some type of money was stolen here. Siblings. Somebody could have worked with your siblings. Some type of money was stolen. And they used some people who sat in some certain positions. Certain positions here to gain access to it. Entertainment. Someone could be in entertainment here. Or news. Something could be on the news. Generational wealth. Legacy here. This wasn't a little amount of money. This generational wealth. This was, yeah, that's what I was getting, $1 million heist. So it could have definitely been somewhere around that amount. But I just don't see, certain people risking their job for just that, because you would have had to split it up amongst everybody who has something to do with this. And I don't see people doing something for a small amount of money. So maybe this was, it says generational wealth. So it wasn't a small amount. It was not a small amount here. Somebody, yeah, abuse of power. They gain access to something. They work with people around you. So these are people who you thought you should have been able to trust here. Possibly siblings here. Possibly your employers here you should have been able to trust. Maybe like a maintenance man. Could have been like somebody in your local department. This person knew people. They knew people. So that's what's going on here, Sagittarius. That is what's going on. Irresolute. Somebody's feeling uncertain about something. They're feeling hesitant about something here. Non-profit moving. Somebody could be trying to move because they're unsure about something. Maybe they're unsure about where this is going. They're unsure about what's going to happen here. And so someone could be trying to move. Enemy, they don't like you. Telling lies, liability. Somebody made a bad investment is what it comes down to. They invested in taking something from somebody and it's coming out. It's coming out. So that's what I have for Sag, y'all. I'll be back.